Good morning. Good morning. So I just wanted to say something real quick. Um, I'm trying to take steps towards a more balanced me. Okay. That includes, of course, trying to get this weight off of me. Um, and, to have a much more positive outlook, um, regardless of what happens in my life and people who leave that life or people who join that life and whatever else. Um, and so I just want to share something with you. I am beyond happy that I am in my 40s at this stage in my life. And I'm happy that I am fully aware of my spiritual need, um, because that entails, learning Bible principles, the best way of knowing how to deal with people, in general, and deal with reactions from other folks, how to be able to be calm and um, to not let everything affect you. Um, but I'm happy at this stage in my life, regardless of the health issues, regardless of where I am as far as my physical appearance. I am happy because there's something that happened the other day when my friend and I were out at the mall and we were doing I'm trying to work on getting my mobility back and being in full swing and actually working out regularly. So we were out at the mall, and this guy who works at one of those cosmetic skincare places, right? So he calls me over, and we're standing there. Now he sees me walking slow. I'm walking through that mall like it was a chore. It really was a chore. I'm walking through there like I'm 80, okay? Shuffling, trying to walk, looking like I got back pain, okay? Which I did. And walking through, and he calls me over to ask me something because he looks and he says, "Oh, could I see let me see your eyes?" Oh, because he had already given us samples, okay? And we were like, "Okay, yeah, thank you. I don't like anyone stopping me while I'm focused on doing something. Don't stop me to try to sell me anything. I don't buy that mess anyway." So he asked me to take my glasses off, and I'm like, okay, what is he looking for? And so he says, well, let me try this on you. And he put something on a little Q-tip. And I said, well, wait, I don't put anything on my face like that. Oh, well, our cosmetics are hyperallergenic and blah, blah, blah. I said, sweetie, I don't put things on my skin like that. I have issues with allergies out the yin yang. My body's constantly changing. Stuff I have autoimmune issues that cause those type of problems. And I'm like, anything that you give me, I don't care if it works for 99.9% of the rest of the population. My experience has been that all it takes is for you to do one particular thing or put the wrong thing on me, and I'm headed to the hospital for the day. Okay. So I don't play when it comes to stuff like that. I do my own thing. Right. And so he got a little snippy attitude about it, whatever the case is, because I didn't want him to put his little cosmetic thing on my face. And I was like, you know, and I'm thinking to myself, first things first, you took it upon yourself to either pick out something that you thought that I was insecure about, okay? And then you're trying to sell me something based on that insecurity. For people who are like that, it only works on people who are insecure. Not everybody that just because you think that I should be insecure about the way I look or wherever the case is, doesn't mean that I am insecure about the way I think or how I look. Okay. So I just thought that was very interesting. Um, but that was a lesson for me because of course, at first, I didn't get offended by it. I mean, I did and I didn't. Like, I didn't get offended by it in the sense of I was mad or anything like that. I just thought it was interesting that people will try to play on your insecurities to try to get you to purchase something, to get your money. Like, first things first, I need more money than I need than I need cosmetics. Um, you know, Things are expensive. We have to take care of day-to-day expenses. Um, but just playing on someone's insecurity to try to push for it. I'm like, it only works on somebody who's insecure. Don't assume that I'm insecure just because of the way I look. You know, it took a long time for me to get to this point. I'm proud of it. That's why I say I'm happy to be my 40 something because that might have worked a long time ago. Somebody pointing out a flaw or pointing out an issue. It doesn't anymore. Um, because I know who I am at this stage in life. I know what I want for myself. I'm determined to get it. And like I said, it's good. And I'm very happy and very blessed to be aware, truly aware of my spiritual need because I know that I need God to be able, I need his principles to be able to live my life in a peaceful manner. So my peace comes from that. My security comes from that. I don't need anyone to tell me what I should look like and how I should feel and how I should act when you hit this stage in life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy in being who I am. My goal of being more balanced is for me. I want to be able to feel physically better. I would like to be able to be thinner because all this extra weight, man, I'm telling you, you look, it's one thing if you're lifting weights, right? You do an exercise, you lift weights, you put those weights down at the end of that session, right? Well, a big girl is still carrying around her weight all the time. It's exhausting. I don't get to put this weight down easily. So that's part of the reason why I'm wanting to get this off because it's uncomfortable and it's tiring, it's exhausting. And like I said, one issue feeds off of another. You have an autoimmune issue and it just feeds off of another. And so the best way of me trying to find any kind of balance whatsoever, even if it's not a cure, is to try to work on myself. So that's part of the reason why I'm doing this. Um, and I just want to make mention of that, that no one, no one has the right to make you feel any kind of certain way. Okay. No one has. And if you're secure enough in yourself, it doesn't matter what anybody says. It is Friday or Friday. Enjoy your Friday, enjoy your weekend. I hope you have a beautiful day and that today turns out to be excellent for you and you're not allowing this world or anyone else to threaten your peace.